what's happening, guys? I hope you are doing good. I promise other content is coming this week other than Wuthering Waves, but I've been really just hit really hard with this, like, I just want to play this game all the time bug at the moment, and I'm not mad about it. So I appreciate everyone who checked out my Wuthering Waves content. Thank you so much for watching. To anyone who isn't watching my Wuthering Waves content or doesn't like it, other stuff is coming soon, I promise. But I had a lot of comments asking me to play one of the character quests, the Encore story, so that is what we're going to be doing today. We're just going to be checking it out. I haven't played any of these character quests yet, so this is actually my first one, so I'm very, very excited about it. So we're going to dive straight in and play, so let's go. First of all, I need to clear something up. I have been getting so many comments telling me to turn down the brightness in this game, and I am just going to show you what I have got it on, okay? Look. It is at the lowest brightness. I can't turn this down any lower. It's at it. So please, stop leaving me comments asking me to turn the brightness down. I have. Look, this is it fully bright. This is the brightness down. It's down. That is as far as it can go. It must be a PC thing. I don't know. But also the PC I'm working with is an absolute just like piece of dated technology, so I've only got a certain amount of things I can do, so I apologize if the quality is affected for anyone. Personally, to me, I think it looks good, but I appreciate it, but the brightness is as low as it can go. I can't do anything else. I just needed to clear that up because I've had lots of comments of people telling me that the quality could be better, and I'm like, I don't know what else you want me to do. I think this looks good. Okay, so listen to Encore's story. It's called Small Woolly Big Adventures. I think this is the most recent story that came out, so it's probably quite a nice one to start with. And we're gonna play this one today, so we're just gonna crack on.
What happens next, Encore?
Yeah, what's happening?
Yeah, we want to hear the rest of the story. Oh, settle down, you two. The Woolly Warrior will come out once everyone's nicely in their seats. Plus, Encore's still waiting for a friend. Ah, there she is.
Is that me? Hello, I am friend.
Rover! Encore finally got to see you again. Encore was wondering if you'd come, and even had Cosmos and Cloudy go scouting for you.
Something you need me for?
Encore wants you to come play with us and listen to our stories. Everyone was so busy the last time Encore's here in Jinzhou, we didn't even get to play together. But Encore won't let that happen again, 'cause Encore's here on vacation this time.
I didn't know they gave out vacations at the Black Shores.
Of course they do. Everyone at Black Shores is really nice. Even someone as busy as Alto gets to have them. Anyway, since we finally got some free time, I told Alto I wanted to visit some friends in Jinzhou. Oh, but he just lay in his chair, bragged about how he has so much grown-up stuff to worry about, and was too busy for playtime. Poor grown-ups. They're always so busy.
Oops.
They don't even have time for stories.
That, I'll deal with it afterwards.
Well, too bad for Alto. All I could do was come here by myself with my stories and Alto's wallet.
I love how she's just nabbed his wallet, Desmond. You're a bad influence on these children.
Right. Let me introduce you to everyone. But I think most of them have heard about you already. Gather round, everyone. Encore presents to you Rover, savior of Jinzhou, hero of heroes.
I'm not too sure about that last part, Encore. I am a bit of a legend. Hello.
Oh, stop trying to hide it already. Yeah! Encore told us how you took out that giant TD like this, and that! So cool! Are you here for some stories, big hero?
Stories?
Yep! On Encore stories are really fun. Last time we had one about a big bad wolf that can turn itself into mist.
Sounds a lot like Alto.
Yeah.
Oh, there's this other story about a golden-eyed kitty and his little birdie friend with gray feathers.
This one's about me and Yang Yang.
Uh-huh. There's plenty more of them. This time, Encore's got a whole new story to tell. It's about the adventures of the Woolly Warrior. You'll love it.
Woohoo! I love adventures.
That's right. Adventures are the best. So, want to hear Encore's stories? If you enjoy stories, Rover, you might even get to go inside one. What do you say, Woolies? Ah!
Oh, I love the woolly sheep. I could see them being like super cute, like plushies. They'd be adorable.
Go inside a story. Is Encore using some kind of metaphor? Doesn't hurt to check it out, I guess.
Sure.
Great! Come! Encore's even saved a front row seat just for you. All right, settle down, everyone. The story's about to start.
Here we go. Okay. Let's sit down.
All right, settle down, everyone. The story's about to start. Is it about the grey birdie? We didn't get to finish it last time.
Me as a child. The kid's voice is hilarious. I love it. I love it. It's just giving me childhood. Can we play tag now? Mom, I want some crisps. That's literally my childhood. Like, can I play on the PS1? I want to play Silent Hill. That was just literally my childhood. Don't save over my Final Fantasy 9 save. I've almost completed the skipping part, which I had and will never.
Nope. Today's story will be about the Woolly Warrior and how she makes her wishes come true. The story begins in a land of boundless imagination, known as the Woolly Kingdom. Legend says that deep within the kingdom's castle lies a magical gateway. Whoever passes through it can have any wish come true. To reach this gateway, you must first go over a great many obstacles. Yet, countless adventurers still choose to embark on this journey, for each holds wishes to fulfill. Before setting off on their quests, Fairy Cloudy will ask them, should you pass through this mythical gateway, you will be granted endless wealth and honor, along with a treasure trove of unforgettable memories. Now, answer me this. What drives you to venture on this risky journey? If you'd ask me, I'd choose wealth. That way, I can buy all the starflakes I can eat.
I'd definitely choose honor. That way I'll be famous, and everyone would shout my name whenever they see me. Wherever.
What about you, brave adventurer? Do you seek riches or fame?
Riches, fame. I want neither of them.
That's something the Woolly Warrior would say. Maybe the two of you can team up and adventure together. See? Everyone's wishes are different, which also makes their journeys unique. And among these people, there's a small adventurer that goes by the name of Woolly Warrior. When asked about her desires, she replies, I do not seek wealth or honor. Bah! Fairy Cloudy, greatly puzzled by this reply, goes on to ask, if you desire neither wealth nor honor, why do you choose to venture to the Gateway of Wishes? I have but one wish, to be reunited with my family.
Oh.
Fairy Cloudy nods in approval and offers her guidance to the little warrior. Very well. Then believe in my tale and close your eyes, little warrior and her companions. When you open your eyes, a brand new adventure shall unfold before you. Once we've completed the story together, your wishes will all be granted. So, does the Woolly Warrior's companion accept this invitation?
Close your eyes. Okay, I'll close my eyes as well. See what's gonna happen. I just missed the whole quest. Oh, shit! Huh?
Hey! Over here!
Is that Encore? I should go check it out.
Wait, this is so cute! Wait! Oh my god, this is adorable! The heck? This is so cute!
You must be new to this place. Are you also searching for the Gateway of Wishes?
Gateway of Wishes? Looks like I'm inside Encore's story somehow.
Indeed I am.
That's great. How about we team up? I have a wish I want to make too. Since it's your first time here, everything must feel strange to you, huh? This is the Woolly Kingdom, a land filled with lots and lots of woolies. Look, even the clouds are shaped like them. You're in luck. I know this place like the back of my hand. I can be your tour guide.
Then let's go together.
Yippee! Let's go. Fairy Cloudy told me that as long as we walk along this path, we'll get there eventually.
Oh, this is so cute!
Once we're there, I gotta make her tell us where all the treasure is hidden.
Okay, let's go. Ooh. Aww. Open the gift box.
Please don't hurt me! I'm just an ordinary box!
Oh.
Beware! This is where many woolly stories begin. When the story gets longer, so will the paths ahead. We might even come across broken bridges and stuff. Since we'll only be telling the beginning of the story this time, we should get to the end pretty soon.
This is adorable. I really like this.
You're in for some surprises. Look at all these monsters. Let's beat them up. Bully, let's race. Oh, you're finally here. Those terrible monsters. This is Cloudy Fairy. She gets scared pretty easily, but she's really nice and will give us directions.
She's even got all the settings prepared and everything.
So, you're searching for the Gateway of Wishes. All you need to do is follow this path and collect 3 relics.
3 relics?
Yes! The first relic is the Sword of Courage. To obtain it, you will have to face all of your challenges head-on. Be careful. Next, the Shield of Faith. This is a tricky one, but so long as you believe in yourself, you'll find it eventually after searching every nook and cranny. And finally, the Wreath of Hope, a crown of flowers that can reflect a person's thoughts. Never withers, forever blossoming. Once you've gathered all 3 relics, the Gateway of Wishes will open before you. Perfect. Now that we have clues about the relics, Woolly Warrior's adventures are officially a go. All we need to do now is go through this door and we'll be back to the real world. Oh, thank you, Fairy Cloudy. You're very welcome, dear. If you have any more questions, do come back anytime. Bye-bye now. Finders keepers. Welcome back from the Woolly Kingdom.
Sorry, that was very bad timing on my part. That was the Woolly Kingdom?
Yuppers! It's where all the woolly stories begin. Cosmos and Cloudy's home. With their help, Encore can even invite friends for a visit. But not everyone, though. The Woolly Kingdom won't welcome anyone who thinks the stories are just made up. You're different. You're one of Encore's best friends and have listened to my stories. So Encore wanted to give you a surprise.
That was actually pretty fun.
I know, right? You and I work great as a team. Encore really enjoys this story. In it, Woolly Warrior and her companions work their way out of all kinds of trouble. Just like we did. Mom said that as long as you believe, the stories will give you strength. So whenever I think of them, it makes my heart feel warm.
Oh, that's sweet, but hang on a minute. Is this going to be something sad? Is there going to be a sad reason behind these stories? This isn't going to be a sad quest, is it? I just have this horrible feeling because it started very happy and uplifting. And this game does tend to go a bit angsty. Very much so. So I'm just wondering.
And Encore wants to share this warm feeling with you and make you happy too. Because Encore loves to play an adventure with you. It's just that everyone was so busy last time.
Oh.
But this time, Encore's here on vacation. Curious about what happens next in the story, Rover? If you are, you should join Encore's adventure team. That way, we can go and find out its ending together.
Can I be the team captain?
Sure, you can be captain, and Encore will be the vice captain. Now, for our first team assignment, let's go find out everyone's thoughts on the story. The joys of the story should be shared with everyone. It's not just my story. Once we know what the audience thinks, we'll know how to work on the story going forward.
See, the little girl
After all,
in blue
it's
doesn't
the
seem super
applause
happy.
that makes for a curtain call.
She seems a bit sad. Let's go ask around.
Okay, let's see. Look, that girl by herself over there. Encore wonders what she thinks about the story. Come on, let's go ask her.
Yeah, see, she seems a bit, like, sad about it. Like, she was kind of getting a bit of, like a face about it.
Hey, I saw you all by yourself over here. What's your name?
I'm Ying.
Ying. Got it. This is Rover. She's the captain of Team Woolly.
Yes. Hello. You're here to ask about my thoughts on the story, right? I actually have something to ask you.
Ask away. Encore will answer anything.
Okay. Is it true that after gathering all 3 relics, you can have your wishes come true?
Yeah, it's what it says in the story.
I'd like you to see this.
Is that a map?
Let me see. It's a map on a piece of wood. That looks like a lighthouse and a giant rock over here. But Encore can't really tell exactly where it is.
It seems to be in the Central Plains.
Whoa, you can tell just from that? Oh, you must have been to every corner of Jinzhou. There, an area on the map is circled out with a sword-shaped sign on it. Wait, could this be a treasure map? That sign must be the Sword of Courage. Encore remembers that at some point of the story, the Woolly Warrior will get her hands on a treasure map. This map, where did you find it?
It's from my mom. This map is a promise we made. Mom took me to a play one time. I remember in that play, the adventurers wanted to have their wishes come true. So with the Woolly Fairy's help, they set off to find the legendary relics. Just like in the story you told us. After watching it, I asked Mom all the time if these relics that could make wishes come true were real. and whether we could go look for them. But she was always busy with work as a ranger, so she wasn't home much. Then, one day, Mom gave me this treasure map. She said she got it from the Woolly Fairy, and it's for one of the hidden relics. She told me next time she came back from work, she would go relic hunting with me, and that I wouldn't have to be afraid of anything with her around.
Oh, she's so dead, isn't she?
She wanted me to think hard about what I'd wish for most once we found all the relics. I thought of a lot of wishes. I wanted to have all the starflakes I could eat. Lots and lots of new toys. But now, I only have one wish. I want to see my mom again. There are so many things I want to tell her.
Oh no. Oh, this is really sad. Oh no. Oh. Please say there's a quest where I can go find a mom, because
The grown-ups all said that Mom was on a mission somewhere far, far away. But I felt like they were hiding something from me. I knew Mom was never coming home. But I just wanted to see her again. And then I thought of her treasure map. I told Dad about the map. And he just hugged me and didn't say anything. But when I heard your story, I was thinking, if it's all true, then maybe, just maybe...
Then you should join our team. Encore knows that grown-ups always say that kind of thing just to be nice. Most of them are okay, just a little stuffy sometimes. Encore's heard a lot of them before, so Encore can tell what's real and what's not. Like this treasure map, it's 100% real, that's for sure.
You really think so?
Yup, trust me. Since your mom left you this treasure map, then there's more reason we should go look for it. Plus, Rover and I are searching for an ending to the story. Now, the clue to the ending is right in our hands. What do you say, Captain? Let's get this journey started!
Righto, Vice Captain.
Team Wooly is ready to roll out.
Oh, that was quite sad.
Objective, the 3 relics. I'm not really familiar with Jinzhou. Have you ever been to that place, Ying?
Yeah. Mom would sometimes take me on a field trip there. But she warned me not to go there alone, because TDs might show up.
That's why she said she wanted to go with you together.
All right then, it's settled. Let's go. Got no time to waste.
According to the treasure map, the sword should be around here somewhere.
I wonder if it's that thing that's glowing there. Potentially. We must check it out.
Why are there so many Tic Tacs? Are they having a party?
Kind of sound like, Demogorgons from Stranger Things.
They look really angry.
Don't worry. They're not much of a threat.
No need to be afraid, Ying. We'll keep you safe. You probably don't know this, but Woolly Warrior once met a huge cat monster 100 times stronger than her, and she was so scared that her legs were trembling.
Really?
That's right. But even so, she stood her ground. Because she had all of her friends behind her, she had to fight. Just like the situation we're in now. You can't let a few small TDs beat you down.
Let's make this quick, Encore. Leave it to me. Enduring with 5.
Oh shit, I really did make quick work of that. Jeez.
You two were incredible.
Thanks. I did so much.
You betcha! Wait till you see what else we can do. Am I right, Rover?
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
We'll take on anything they chuck at us. Quick! Let's check and see if the sword's around here. Is that some kind of puzzle over there? Do we need to put something inside of it to activate it? Oh, it's a bit too high for Ying and me to reach.
I got it. Looks like we just need to place the treasure map on top.
Okay. Puzzles.
Whoa, there's another puzzle.
Was it not in the story before?
We're so high up. This is even higher than any of the climbing games Mom and I used to play.
Just keep looking ahead and it won't be as scary. It's
God.
easy. Here, watch.
Oh, I nearly just flipping bippity boppity booped off then. It is quite high, I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Oh, jeez. Just need to not fall off at the last possible minute. Which would definitely be something I would do. That was nerve-wracking.
So, is this the sword in a story that can slice through anything?
It's the mountain chopping sword of courage.
Looks unique.
Huh. The sword's actually made out of wood. And it's missing a small piece too. Look, there's a letter.
What does it say?
My dear little warrior, you found the first relic.
Oh.
Right now, you must be thinking, what a plain-looking sword. How could this ordinary wooden sword possibly be the legendary sword of courage? Don't feel disappointed just yet. Think back on what you've been through so far. All the challenges you faced along the way. The waves under your feet felt so high to you. And the treasure chest above seemed ever so far away. Yet still, you continued to climb the mountains, every step of the way, until you finally reached the peak. Your courage has been heard. And this seemingly ordinary wooden sword
Is the proof of your courage.
Yeah, that's what it says in the letter. How did you know, Encore?
Did it also appear in other Woolly stories?
Anything else? Did the letter mention any clues about the next relic? We still have 2 to go.
Yes. It goes on to say, "Oh, little warrior, your adventure doesn't end here. To have your wishes come true, courage alone is not enough."
God, her mum must have had tiny handwriting, because this is a tiny little letter with like a lot of stuff written on it. It must be on both sides, I'm guessing.
You need not look far, as the shield that symbolizes faith is buried right beneath your very feet, in a land covered in sand. Treasures may lay, or there may be nothing at all. A land covered in sand.
I know just the place.
Then let's go check it out. Sounds like it'll be a treasure hunt in the sand.
Oh, that was so sweet. Oh,
Keep your eyes open.
God.
last, the brave adventurers reach their second destination, and thus they start a hunt for the legendary Shield of Faith on this sand-covered beach. They say only the bravest adventurers can find it, as it puts their will to the test.
Time to comb the beach.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
We got this.
Yin can go left, Encore will go right, and you can take care of the middle. If anyone finds anything interesting, show me, and we can take a look at it together.
Okay.
Got it. As you search the beach and find nothing, you can't help but wonder, does the Shield of Faith in the story really exist?
It's time.
You dig up an old boot. Hey, no littering. Surprise, an abandoned treasure chest. Who knows, maybe there's something shiny inside.
Not this one either.
Find anything?
Just some ordinary shells. I don't think they count as shields. Encore seems to be really sure about it. But do you really believe that the Gateway of Wishes exists?
It exists.
That's what Encore said too. But I keep on thinking, could it just be a story? When I first saw that sword, I was getting a feeling that it might just be a game Mom left for me. Grown-ups always tell me that there's no such thing as a Gateway of Wishes. It only exists in imagination.
Remember what Encore said before? As long as you believe, everything that happens in the story can be real. But before we make our decisions, how about we search a bit more?
Okay, I see. Thanks. I should keep looking for the shield. I wonder where it is in all this sand.
Bingo. This has to be the Shield of Faith. Huh. There's a letter attached to it. I should bring it over to Encore and Ying.
Well, did you find the shield?
Got it in my hands.
Way to go! I know who to call if I ever need to find something. I'll go get Yin.
This should be the shield mentioned in the story.
It's also made of wood.
But look how well made it is! With the Sword of Courage in one hand and the Shield of Faith in the other, it's an invincible combo. The person who crafted this shield really knew their stuff.
There's also a letter.
Time for clues about the next relic, the Wreath of Hope. Hurry! Yin! What does it say?
Oh, okay. Let's see here. It says, "Congratulations again to you, my little warrior. Although the bulk of your efforts were in vain, you did not give up and continued searching. Hence, this Shield of Faith is your well-deserved reward. If you ever feel lost in the future, why not take a moment and ponder on the meaning of your journey? The firm belief in our hearts shall guide us through darkness until we reach the light of hope." Now, I'm sure you're wondering, how can you find the Wreath of Hope, bring with you your wishes, and proceed to the Garden of Promise?
The garden?
The Garden of Promise. Oh, I think I might know where it is.
Fantastic! Then that's our next stop. Onwards!
It's so sweet because it's like, we know that this is just the mum that's left her daughter a game of something that she wanted to believe in, and so she's like helping her but also teaching her like a life lesson at the same time, which is really sweet. But I think Encore's also getting something from this.
It's time.
It's such a sweet way of like learning a lesson, you know? And it was, I guess what makes it actually even sadder is that like the mum wanted to be there with her while she was like discovering all of these things, you know?
this is it.
This place, feels empty. There's nothing here.
It is now. But it used to be filled with irises. This is my mom's garden. She used to love flowers and would plant a lot of them when she wasn't busy. Before she left, she asked me to help look after it and said she'd come see it with me when she's back. I watered them every day, hoping they could bloom longer. But these flowers only bloom for a short time. They all withered in the end. Dad told me, "Don't be sad, sweetie. It's the natural cycle of life." I understood that, but it always reminds me of my promise to Mom. I miss her so much. Now I see this shield and sword are all treasures that Mom left me.
This gave me a bit emotional. Oh, this is really sad. Oh god, I'm proper tearing up. My eyes. I'm gonna have to like install a fan here to just like blow cold air in my face to stop me from crying during this bloody game. God damn it.
And here, I think she probably wanted to make a wreath with me using those flowers.
Yeah.
Oh, Ying.
Thank you, Encore and Rover. Actually, when I saw Dad looking sad while holding the map, I had the feeling that Mom might have left this treasure map to play a game with me. Maybe it is like what the grown-ups say. The Gateway of Wishes doesn't exist, and I may never get to see her again, talk to her, and tell her how much I've grown. But Mom must have wanted to give me a surprise. To make me happy. I am happy. Because we managed to find all the treasures she left behind together. I'll definitely find a nice place to keep this sword and shield safe. I think we should end our adventure here. Thank you, Encore and Rover.
You're welcome. Encore?
Our captain hasn't announced the end of our adventure yet. And you're thinking about leaving already? Well, okay then. Let's call it a day right here. There's some stuff I need to wrap my head around too. I remember you asked me about the ending of the Woolly Warrior, right? Even though we finished finding the relics, Team Woolly's adventure goes on. There's still plenty of stories to tell. Oh, I know! How about you come to Encore's story session tomorrow afternoon?
Tomorrow? You mean right here?
Yeah. If you want to find out what happens to Team Woolly, come over and listen to the rest of the story. Be there or be square.
Okay then. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep. See you tomorrow, Ying.
See you tomorrow, Ying.
Do you think this is a good ending to the story?
It's a good ending, but deserves a better one. Is what I want to say, but a good ending.
Mm-hmm. After all, Ying got the treasures left by her mother. If this was a story, it would end something like this. In the end, the little warrior managed to collect all of the relics left by her mother, realizing her intentions. But Encore still feels like something's missing. In this ending, she didn't even make it to the Gateway of Wishes. Just like in the story of the Woolly Warrior. What do you think? Will the Woolly Warrior's wish come true in the end?
It will come true.
If if it comes true, then she should be able to see her family again. After such a wonderful and interesting adventure, she must have so much to say to them. But actually, there is no true ending to Woolly Warrior's story. Remember the play Ying told us about when she showed us the treasure map? Ying said she'd already forgotten what most of the play was about. All she could remember was that the hero had been searching for a legendary treasure to make their wishes come true. Ha! I knew straight away that the treasure map wasn't for the Woolly Warrior's sword. But it was a gift left to her by Ying's mother. Want to guess how I found out?
Because of the play?
Yeah, that play was about the Woolly Warrior's story. And I remember each and every part of it because that play was a gift from my mom.
Oh.
Now time for a story from Encore. In this story, there are no exciting adventures, no terrifying monsters. It didn't happen once upon a time, and it's not somewhere far, far away. Rather, it's in a little room. Every night there's a little girl. She plays games with her mother, playing as the Woolly Warrior. Together, she and her mom create story after story about courage and hope. It also happens in her theater. Every day, the little girl sits below the stage. The curtain rises and the music plays. She watches her mother set everything up, bringing the Woolly Kingdom from the story into real life. Little by little, the Woolly Kingdom becomes real, and the Woolly Warrior sets off on her adventure. She first climbs the tallest mountain, looking for the legendary sword that can split mountains and seas.
I love the way this is
But it's really
animated.
so the girl can prove how brave she is. The toolbox was actually on the tallest shelf. The Woolly Warrior also searches every beach, looking high and low for the shield of faith that could brave any storm. Her house had many nooks and crannies after all. The raspberry candy her mom hid could
This
be
is adorable.
anywhere. Her mom recorded all the Woolly Warrior's adventures, so the Woolly Kingdom grew bigger and bigger, and the stories grew longer and longer. They even performed the play in many cities. But the little girl's mom got sicker.
Oh no.
At the last show, just before the Woolly Warrior got the wreath of hope, the show ended, but there was no encore.
Oh. Oh, damn. What happened?
Mom told me that once the applause starts at the final show of our tour, she'd take me onto the stage to make a wish. But she collapsed before the play ended. I was so scared. I tried to come up with ways to make her feel better. I even kept a daily to-do list. At the time, I thought that if I stayed a good girl like the characters in the stories, Mom would get better and better. But her illness got worse. She didn't get better. And the Gateway of Wishes never appeared.
Oh, this game! Can you stop? Oh no. Oh.
Encore didn't know what to do anymore.
Oh, this is so fucking sad.
Mom just asked me to sit by her bed and tell her stories. So I told her about Warrior Cosmos, Fairy Cloudy, and many other things. She always smiled each time. It was right around that time when Cosmos and Cloudy appeared from the stories. Mom told me they're a part of life, and these stories will always be with me. After she left, Encore had to become the Woolly Warrior, going on adventures on her own. Whether it was in the orphanage or with the Black Shores, Encore would write down everything she experienced. With these stories, Mom will know what kind of adventures Encore had and all the friends Encore made. Later on, Encore wanted to continue writing the Woolly Warrior's story, but this time, it's a bit different from before. Now she has her own friends that she can adventure together to find the Gateway of Wishes. Because finding that gateway is the only way she can tell all her stories to her mom. So, she knows how well she did.
Oh. Oh.
That's why.
That's why when you met Ying, you wanted to go on an adventure with Ying.
Yeah, she said she had a lot to say to her mother. Oh, just like me. There's so much Encore wants to say, and so many stories that Encore wants Mom to hear. Our time with Ying reminded me of all of that. Even though Woolly Warrior's story has no true ending, will Ying's be any different? Will she be able to make her wish come true? In the end, Ying said the adventure is over, and it's just a story. She said she was happy and satisfied with that. But Encore saw that look on her face. She looked really, really sad. Encore knows how it feels. Just like how it used to be. No matter what Encore did, Mom wouldn't get any better. My stories were the only things that could make her feel happy. It was Mom who made me understand the power of stories. That's why after I went on this journey alone, Cosmos and Cloudy came out of the land of imagination.
Oh.
And it's why Encore told Ying that our adventure should not end like this. This story deserves a better ending.
It's not just Ying's story. Also Encore's story.
Oh, Rover.
We should finish the story together.
Agreed. The story must have an ending. But what should we do? Oh, there's no way we can bring Ying's mother back. I mean, the Gateway of Wishes doesn't actually exist in real life.
Then let's go find it in the story.
In the story?
I remember Cloudy said that if you ever find yourself in a pickle in real life, you can always go back to the Woolly Kingdom to search for clues. You also mentioned that's where the Gateway of Wishes is hidden, right? And you've always wanted to finish writing the story of the Woolly Warrior. This means the final stage of the story should be set inside the Woolly Kingdom.
Encore sees what you mean. Encore could invite you and Ying into the Woolly Kingdom and go on a real adventure with me, the Woolly Warrior. But, the kingdom isn't some place you can go willy-nilly.
We need Ying to believe the Woolly Kingdom really exists.
Only those who believe in the kingdom can visit. We should make a wreath for her and let her know that our adventure is not over yet. Encore remembers it went something like this. The wreath is a crown of flowers that can reflect a person's thoughts. Never withers, forever blossoming. How are we gonna make it?
I know just the person.
You mean Verena? Oh, that's right! Verena loves flowers. She's a flower's best friend. Let's see if she has any ideas.
Oh man, what a gut punch of a story. Oh my god, absolutely stunning though. I'm gonna talk about it right at like once I've done all of the story, but this quest has been like really interesting. Sad, but very, very interesting. But yeah, we'll talk about it all at the end.
Eyes open.
Marina! We have arrived.
Hi, Rover. Oh, Encore's here too. How's it been? Are you here to see the new blossoms? You'll have to wait a while. They're still a bit shy. Hey, Verena. Not exactly. We're here to ask you how we can make the Wreath of Hope. The Wreath of Hope?
It's a long story. You give Verena a rundown of the story.
I see. You want to help finish the story Ying's mother left her and make her wish come true. But I don't know how to make such a wreath either. According to the story, this wreath is made of various kinds of flowers. It can reflect a person's thoughts, and it must blossom forever and never wither. The flowers that can reflect people's thoughts, the ones that I can think of are water lamps. These flowers emit a faint glow at night, and passers-by use them to guide their way. Or wintry bells. Wintry bells bloom in cold and snowy weather. Seeing them in a cold winter will definitely make you happy. It can also be duvetches. Due to their sweetness, they remind people of sugary candies. However, these flowers all bloom in different seasons, so it'll be hard to put them together, let alone have them blossom forever and never wither.
What if we use Forte?
Yeah, I remember you created a Blake bloom for Rover that one time. That's a bit different. Flowers made with Forte are just artificial creations. They can easily break up without actual substance. It's not the same as life. Every life has its own journey, from blooming to withering, recording the feelings of every moment along the way. Feelings? Oh, I know! Since we can't really make a wreath of flowers exactly like the one in the story, we can make one using our feelings.
Feelings?
Yeah, exactly. When me and Mom made wreaths, she'd always ask me to pick my favorite flowers. If I was feeling happy, I would choose a bright red flower since it made my heart feel warm. And if I was feeling unhappy, I would take a blue one. At this point, it really doesn't matter what kind of flower it is. All that matters is everyone's feelings.
Everyone has different feelings. Everyone's choice of flowers would be different.
We should make a wreath and tell Ying our wishes to make our dreams come true. I see what you mean. A wreath made with feelings. With that, you can express yourself. That's right! Let's find flowers that can express our feelings. When she sees the wreath, she'll definitely realize that the story of our team is still going. This way, we can all visit the Woolly Kingdom together. And maybe our wishes can come true. Do you mind if I help? Once you've collected enough flowers, bring them to me. I'll help you weave them into a wreath. Great! Oh, Thank you, Verena. Off we go. Have you found the flowers you want?
I'm gonna go with the blue flower.
This flower typically blooms in pairs, representing companionship and support. Perfect for conveying friendship.
And it reminds me of someone. Still coming off that 1.3 quest, the high of that quest.
And these? These are Encore's picks. That's quite the selection, Encore. What do they all represent? Have a look at this one. It's gold and shiny, and it matches the color of your eyes, Rover. Encore picked flowers that resemble everyone. If we put them together, they can represent our whole team. Oh, that's pretty special. I'm sure it'll look really nice once they're all together. Oh, one more thing, Verena. Can you leave a spot here on the wreath? Leave a spot? It's for Ying. We don't know what kind of flower represents Ying's feelings, so we should leave a spot and let her decide which feeling to put on there. Got it. I'll take it from here. Thank you so much, Verena. Rover, when the wreath is done, we can go tell Ying the rest of the story. Don't forget, tomorrow afternoon.
I won't be late. How cute. Oh, this is adorable. Oh, she set up like a whole thing. Wait, this is so sweet. Oh.
Rover, you're here.
Told you I wouldn't be late.
You're right on time. Encore has just set everything up. See this little stage? Cosmos and Cloudy helped me set it up. Pretty impressive, don't you think?
It looks great. Aww.
Cloudy says, right on, that's teamwork for ya. I know this is just a small stage for storytelling. I wanted to try the way Mom used to do it. She and I started the Woolly Warrior story after all. Besides, it'll be more fun this way. Encore wonders if Ying will show up today. We didn't really pinky promise.
She'll be here. Or I'll go and get her.
Encore, Rover.
She's seeing this.
Sorry
It's adorable.
for the wait.
Aww. Glad to see you, Ying.
Thank you.
All right, now that Team Woolly's fully assembled, is everyone ready for the story?
Ready. At this stage.
This is the small stage Encore made for the play, where the warrior's adventure continues. Does anyone remember where we last left off?
Oh, I know. The Woolly Warrior was trying to find the 3 relics, but I'm not sure if she will find them or not.
That's right! The Woolly Warrior sets out to find the 3 relics. This time, she's not alone. She tries to climb to the top of the highest mountain with her trusty companions. With the mountain being so high up, the waves raging below them, she nearly falls several times. But her friends manage to keep her steady. In the end, she obtains the legendary Sword of Courage. Later, she arrives at the beach filled with sand as far as the eye can see. She searches and searches, and all she can find are just some tiny shells. But with the help from her friends, the Shield of Faith is uncovered. Only the wreath remains.
Will she find it?
Unfortunately, no. After reaching the mythical Sea of Flowers, all the flowers have withered. No matter where she searches, the Wreath of Hope is nowhere to be found.
Just like us.
Yet. Her companions want to finish this adventure for her. They gather flowers and weave their feelings into the shape of a crown. The pink flowers are meant to make her feel happy. The blue flowers are hopes that she will not be scared of any obstacles. This wreath brings together all the feelings and emotions of the companions during their adventure. Their gift to her.
And that is the moral of this story.
But the wreath isn't complete.
Her companions remark so. The wreath isn't fully completed. It's missing a very important flower.
This is so adorable. It's like a tear up again. This game. Oh, man. Sorry, this is really sweet. And it's also very sad.
Ying, this wreath is missing the flower that represents your feelings and wishes.
My feelings. I know. It's missing an iris. I've always wanted Mom to see a garden full of blooming irises. But those irises have already withered.
What if we could find one?
Oh, I'm gonna find one, all right? Send me on the quest. I'm on my way.
Find one?
What if we could find an iris and the gateway of wishes? Will you want to continue on this adventure, Ying?
Of course. But I thought there was no such thing as the gateway of wishes. It only exists in the story.
If there isn't one in reality, we can find it in the story.
In the story?
That's right! Because stories aren't just stories. When you believe in them, they'll really exist. Just like how it is now. With everyone's feelings combined into the wreath, it slowly turns into a door that leads to the deepest parts of the Woolly Kingdom. Inside, the irises continue to bloom. So, do you believe in it and choose to continue this adventure?
I keep tearing up. Oh, God, no. The tears are escaping. Oh. Why am I crying at this bit? This makes no sense.
I believe.
Oh.
Great! Off we go!
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is that's making me really emotional? It's because knowing Encore's story and the things that she's been through and how similar her and Ying are, and how much, in a way, this is not only helping Ying get some closure, it's also helping Encore as well, and she's using something that she know her mum loved, which is her stories, and something her mum loved to do as well, which was tell stories as well, to help
this is a testament
this kid to get some closure and also maybe a way to try to talk to her mum again, even if it's just in a story. And it's just a really beautiful thing. It's got this like childlike innocence to it, and it kind of brings you back to that, like, the way of thinking when you were a kid, of, you know, of there is this naivety and innocence there to it, and it's a really beautiful thing to see, and it's a really amazing way of telling this story, especially in a story that's got so many like strong themes, and, you know, there's a lot of like death in this story and things like that. It's still keeping this innocence and hope in such a dismal world and in such a sad situation, you know, and it's really like, yeah, it's really sad. Oh, oh God, yeah, oh, I can't believe I cried again. Do you know what it also is? It's also giving me flashbacks to Persona 3. If you've not played Persona 3, I would heavily recommend playing Persona 3. I'm very excited to play episode Aegis soon. I've just been waiting for a bit of time to actually get to play it. But there's a reason why it's making me think of that.
Would you look at the sky? So this is the Woolly Kingdom.
We got a first timer. This is the Woolly Kingdom.
Rover and I can be your guide.
Also, this is kind of giving me Kingdom Hearts vibes, and as a big Kingdom Hearts fan, it's making me feel like when I was younger and I would play Kingdom Hearts, and it's just that, like, hope and... Yeah, it's just really nice. It's like, oh, it's just so sweet.
This story is gonna be longer than the last one. It looks like there'll be more puzzles to solve and more monsters to fight. And the door to make wishes should be in the deepest part. What are your orders, Captain?
Locate the Gateway of Wishes and finish the adventure story.
Yes. I want to find the Gateway of Wishes and then see my mom again.
Let's get going.
Yay, we get to play Encore. Amazing.
How do we get across?
No worries. We can use that platform down there to fly across. Time for Encore's aerial recon!
There's a puzzle.
Use plunging attacks to hit the mechanism on the ground and match the patterns of the design on the wall.
Encore knows what to do.
Oh, this one. Middle one.
Encore played these with Mom before. All we need to do is match the patterns on the wall and it'll open a secret door. It's one of the most important puzzles in Woolly Warrior's story.
Oh, hang on. Wrong way.
It's open.
Nailed it.
Great job, Rover. Let's go inside. An airstream. We can use it to fly up.
Looks like we've reached the end. That was fun. I'll have to tell Mom about it when I see her.
Okay, time to find the exit.
It's another one of those puzzles. I know. Let's look around for clues.
Wow! You solved it in one go?
I'm smart. Watch me get stuck for half an hour on this one.
There are so many monsters.
They're not stopping anything.
Ah!
Yeah. Oh, Mom gave me this sword that can tackle anything. Take this!
Leave me alone! Ha! Oh. Ta! You're in! Ha! 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 Bullies, let's race! Da-da-da-da-da-da! There has to be more, right?
Okay. Okay, so it's a 2 in the middle, isn't it?
Bullies, let's race!
More puzzles here.
Oh shit, oops.
Those markings in the other room.
Sounds like an airstream appeared. Let's head back and check it out.
Are we flying again?
Yay!
Oh, here you
Flight
go.
time! Oh. Oh, the wind is so strong! Is it taking us straight to the Gateway of Wishes?
What happened here?
Don't worry. Stuff like this happens all the time. This means the story of the Woolly Kingdom is changing. But that's not enough to beat the warriors.
Oh shit. Oh no, I got it. Haha. Oh. Hang on.
There has to be more, right? Monsters? I'm not scared. I have Mom's sword and shield with me.
Target confirmed. Stay calm.
This is so much fun! Feeling stuck? Why don't we search around for clues?
Oh, there we go. It's the one in the middle.
Time for Encore's aerial recon! We're almost there. After passing every trial set before him, the Flower of Hope is finally within the warrior's reach behind this door. Maybe this door leads to the Gateway of Wishes, where countless warriors once hoped to pass through to have their wishes come true. And now, the warriors will find out what kind of monsters or treasures are hidden behind the door. Is everyone ready? Ready. I'll be able to see my mom soon.
Let's go straight in.
Right. Through the door we go.
Oh. Hello? What is happening? What's happening? Wait. Oh, wait, no, I made it. What was that? Did I get stuck or is that meant to happen? That was kind of terrifying. Wait. Oh, this is so sick. This is definitely a boss fight, isn't it? Dude, this is awesome.
Out of nowhere, a group of gold puffs appear. But they are no match against the mighty warriors. With the sword and courage in their hands, there's no fear holding them back as they slice through these monsters with the monsters strike. But our shield stands strong. Now, our warriors know victory is ours.
Come on.
So much fun!
Yay, we found it.
Iris is a mom's favorite. I want her to see it too. We should make our wish. Oh, yes. Look! Because of the brave warrior's wishes, the story has a happy ending. Your wish has come true. She can tell her everything now. Mom, there's so much I wanted to tell you.
So many new stories you need to hear.
Oh.
It's a very happy story.
Oh my god. Oh my god, this game ruins me. Oh my god. Oh, that's so... Oh my god, that cutscene was amazing. Oh, I don't want to leave. You don't want to leave.
Finders keepers.
Wow. Oh, that they both got their wish to see their mums again. That's so sweet. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was amazing. Oh. Oh, it really is beautiful. Oh, I don't want to leave. Oh, yeah. Oh god, that got me. That really got me. Oh my god. Honestly, between 1.3 and this, I don't know what they're playing at. Honestly, making me an emotional wreck. I haven't cried at a game in ages, and now like, I feel like all I've been doing lately is just crying at games. God damn it.
And just like that, the little warrior's wish has come true. Put in a perfect ending to this adventure story. The warrior finally gets to meet her mother, telling her all the stories and words she has always wanted to tell. But the warrior's journey won't end here, as the path ahead is a long one.
Great job.
Encore, Rover, thank you both so much. I finally got to see her, and we talked so much. I told her how much I've missed her, how I found the treasures she left behind, and how I met both of you. I never thought I'd see her again, so I want you to have this.
Oh. The wreath of hope?
Yes. I know you still have more adventures ahead, so I'd like this wreath to keep you company. I want to go back and tell my dad this story now, and tell him what my mother said to me. So, this is where we say goodbye.
Goodbye, Ying.
Be sure to share our story with everyone.
I will. Goodbye.
Sorry.
Time for another feedback session from the audience. What do you think of this story?
It's a story with a very happy ending.
Encore loves this ending.
We do. Ah!
The woolly warrior finally fulfilled her wish, and she got to tell her mother all her stories about the companion she got to meet, who she went on adventures with, defeating all kinds of monsters that stood in their way,
Oh.
their search for the sword and shield as a team, and how they put together the Wreath of Hope. We've been to many places together, but there's so much more to go, and so many adventures and stories to write about. These stories are an extension of life. Oh, they are.
Gonna set me off again. Please. Yeah, stop. This question needs to end. Oh god. Stories with happy endings.
Yeah, stories with happy endings. Mom said the same thing.
It was a really good ending.
Yeah. Encore had never thought of such an ending when telling the Woolly Warrior story in the past. I really enjoyed how it ended. The story of the Woolly Warrior's search for the relics is finished, and my vacation is about to end. It's time to head back to Black Shores.
That was a really short vacation. Don't forget to finish your homework.
Well, we're kind of busy over there most of the year. No biggie. Even though this story is over, Encore will make sure to prepare a new adventure next time we meet. Let's be on the same team together, and you can still be the captain. Wanna do a pinky promise?
Sure. You reach out and lock your pinky with Encore's, gazing into her eyes to see the Woolly Warrior's earnest expression as she makes a heartfelt wish.
I pinky promise that we'll write as many stories as we can together. As a team. Pinky promised.
That was fantastic. Oh my god. That is how you do a character story quest. That was brilliant. Oh my god. Okay. I need to talk about this.
Don't forget our pinky promise. There are so many adventures and so many stories just waiting for us.
Okay, there's one thing we need to do before I start talking about this. Oh. Oh, beautiful. Oh my god. Amazing. They've got their own special place. Oh, as if I couldn't cry over those two anymore. My god, I've been listening to that piano song basically on repeat. Oh, I love that song so much. Oh my gosh. I want to see what this trophy is that we just got. Yeah, this one. I already met my Mona Lisa. Oh. That story. Oh my god. That was beautiful. That is how you do a character story. I've played a lot of gacha games and I've done a lot of character quests in my time. And something that happens a lot in certain character quests in some of the other gachas that I play is sometimes they can be very fixated on other characters, not the character that the story is about. This is not targeted at any particular gacha, by the way. This is not anything specific, but there are a few that I've played where this is a bit of a recurring issue. And this quest, yes, it did have another character in it, Ying. However, at the core of this story was Encore. You know, this was a story about a girl that had lost her mother and was using stories as a way of bringing other people happiness, but also as a form of escapism for not only for her, but for other people around her. She wanted to make people happy. She wanted to make the other kids happy. And then you had this character Ying, who had very recently also lost her mother, who was such a relatable character to her. And Encore wanted to do everything that she could to make her happy and to try to have a happy end to this story that she never knew how to end herself, because she had never really gotten that closure herself. She had to grow up a lot quicker. The difference between her and Ying was that Ying still had her father. You know, Encore was alone after her mother died. She had to go into an orphanage. She ended up joining the Black Shores. She had to grow up faster than really she should have had to originally. And that's the really sad thing, but also the really like amazing thing about her character is that she still kept this childlike hope and generosity to her that she could have easily have lost having to grow up so quick in this world. And it was lovely because you know, she's a child. She's still a kid. She's having to work for the Black Shores and she's having to... I mean, don't get me wrong, she clearly enjoys doing that, but she's had to grow up a lot faster than she really should have. And I think that not only shows how brutal a world that Wuthering Waves is set in, but also how it's affecting the children of this world, and how the TDs and the laments and everything, how that's all affecting this world. But in the sad reality is actually Encore's mother died of an illness. We don't know what illness that she had, but it could have just been like any human illness. It might not have been anything linked to TD discords in this world. It was kind of like the most human way that she could have died. Like, she just was ill and died. And I think that's the sad reality, is that there was nothing anyone could have done to stop that, and no amount of stories, no amount of whatever could have changed that reality. Whereas for Ying, her mother dying is a consequence of the world that they live in, because her mum was, you know, a ranger and died probably on duty. So it's like there's just this like difference in their stories, but it shows you how this world affects the characters around it, and how unfair the world can really be. But what I love with the story is I love that it especially, like, for example, in the Woolly Kingdom, I really enjoyed how it didn't kind of take you into this whole different reality. It was still the reality that we knew, but there was this kind of like childlike essence of the drawings and everything added into it. I like that the enemies were tacit discords that we knew, because I like that it showed that she was pulling on things that her mum had either shown her or she sort of knew about. Like, you know, Encore is a character that is an adventurer. She goes out and she does certain tasks and stuff, and she was drawing on her own life experience to create these stories, not kind of taking them from like books, which, as you could see, was like the difference with like her mum, where her mum had this whole like stage play and this whole setup that she had, whereas Encore's was very much in a way more grounded in reality, because she's had to fight these monsters, she's had to face these harsh realities of the world. That moment at the end, I think, was one of the best cutscenes of the game. That was absolutely stunning, where, because I was like, I wonder if Encore is hoping that Ying gets to see her mother again and maybe didn't wish it for herself, because she is quite a selfless character. So then when her mum, like, she heard her mum's voice, and oh my god, I genuinely just, that hit me so hard, that like they both got to like see their mums again, and they both got to like tell them all this stuff. But it was also really sad that like, even if they got reunited briefly, they still have to say goodbye again. It wasn't real. It was a dream story, and they had that moment of reuniting. But as Encore said, there's more stories, there's more things to tell, and she won't get the chance to tell her mum those stories because she's gone. And I really like that Encore is written like a child. Like, you have some games where they mature up the characters really quickly, and the kids in the game are kind of written like adults, and they're written like they would have the emotional depth of an adult. But a child is a child for a reason, and they still are learning and developing, and over time, it takes a long time to develop, you know, emotional depth and maturity, and that all just comes with life experience. And I really like that they wrote Encore as a child, she still had that childlike hope. She still, you know, she wasn't turning around going, well, this isn't real. Clearly that's not going to happen. And she was like, yes, like, I want to help. Yes, let's get to the Woolly Kingdom. Yes, let's do this. And she wanted to believe it herself. You know, she wanted that for herself as well, even if she was kind of saying it was for Ying. I think that there was this part of her that she wanted to see her mum again. She was hoping that it would come true for Ying, because then maybe it would also come true for her. And I just think it was so beautifully written. And I think that is what a character story should be, is that even if it is about another character to some extent and them helping another character, you should also learn about the character that the story is about as well. You should get to know them better. You should learn about their backstory, their motivations. You know, we even found out like why her design is the way her design is. You know, she looks just like her mum. The two sheep were things that she played with her mum, and so when her powers like activated and the sheep appeared, they appeared like something that comforted her and protected her, because her mum would tell the stories of the woolly adventurers, so that's why they were like two sheep. Like it even explains why her character is designed the way that it is and why she has the powers. And what I noticed is while I was playing her, she has this moment where she kind of loses control of her powers, and I thought that was really interesting, because I think it shows, I don't know if this is correct, but I think it shows, because she's so young, but she's quite powerful, I think that it just kind of shows that she is not fully in control of her emotions or her powers as of yet. So she does have moments where she does kind of lose control a bit. And I think that's just because of how young she is. And I thought that was a really interesting way of designing her character. I don't know if that's what it is, but that's how I kind of saw it. And then like the big version of the sheep comes out, because it's her way of just trying to like get anything away from her that's like trying to hurt her. It's like her defense mechanism, you know? So yeah, so she's such a cleverly designed character and a really well written character, and I think they've done a great job. But that honestly, that is a great example of what a character quest should be for a character that you want to learn more about lore wise. Like, that was so emotional. Like I said, like, this game genuinely has made me a lot more emotional than a lot of other games that I've played in quite a long time. And I just think between the absolutely gorgeous animation style, the voice acting being like really, really good, the actual writing of the story itself being brilliant, but also I just think like it's not too long. Like, it's not like you're playing these huge quests. Like, it's like a nice little hour and a bit quest that you can just sit down when you've got a free time and play through and enjoy. And you actually just want to sit through it and play it, because it's not really long, you know? It's like, it's very digestible story that's told really well and gets to the point. And that's what I'm really loving about this game, is that as someone who plays a lot of gacha games, it feels very digestible. It's not a game that you have to plug hours and hours and hours and hours and hours into to get something out of it. You can get that emotional depth and feeling from it, and you can be invested in the characters even with like very, very little time put into it yourself. And that's what I think a great game should be, and that's what I think a great gacha game should be. And that isn't to say that games that have hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of story and all this stuff are bad. They're not. But I think this game is like a great addition to anyone's like little gacha collection if they're playing them, because it's a game that's not too long. You know, it's like if you already play a few gacha games that are quite long, this isn't a big time commitment. I think this game is like really, really good for that. So yeah, like it's not taking me that long to catch up really at all. I think it's been a really easy play, if I'm being honest. Like, the fights have been quite hard, and that's what I've quite enjoyed about it, but like, it's been a very easy game for me to sit and record, because it's so enjoyable, and that's what I love about it. Oh. You know, maybe people disagree, I don't know, but I definitely think people need to come back and give Wuthering Waves more of a chance, because this game is actually brilliant. Like, it's really, really good. The other thing I just wanted to mention about was I really liked how this quest addressed death and the realism of it. It felt very real, and it felt like the characters were trying to understand death in their own way. Like, they understood that their parents weren't coming back. Like, they knew that they weren't coming back, but that's kind of where their understanding kind of ends, and they wanted to find a way to talk to them again. And I like that the rover didn't really say much in these moments and didn't kind of put that down, or didn't really kind of be like, well, that's not possible. Like, you know, they just kind of accepted that it was something that they wished for. There was almost a little part of me that kind of wished that Rover had someone that she wanted to see again, but Rover just doesn't know enough about her past to have a character that she almost kind of like yearns for in that way, you know? Or I kind of almost wish Rover had a moment where she kind of questioned about her own parents or her own family, because she came from somewhere. And I kind of wish there'd been a moment where Rover was sort of like, you know, I never knew my parents, or I don't remember my parents, and so I can understand how you feel, and almost kind of given from like an adult perspective of like that feeling of like loss. Even if you don't remember them, you've come from somewhere, and there was someone that once held you as a baby, and there was someone that once took care of you, and that feeling of missing someone you don't remember. I almost wish they'd kind of explored that a little bit with Rover, because I think it would have been a really interesting comparison point from this childlike understanding of death and wanting to see your parents again and wondering where they are and stuff, from Ying and an Encore to like an adult perspective of understanding that, like, considering that Rover is probably hundreds of years old, you know, has bopped away and come back again and all this kind of stuff, like, does she even have parents? Where's she come from? And I kind of think they could have explored something a little bit interesting with Rover there, but I do understand keeping the focus on Encore. And also, if you're keeping the story very short, I do understand, but I kind of wish there'd been this, like, almost moment of contemplation for the Rover, even if it just been, like, right at the end, this, like, little moment of contemplation, being like, you know, I wonder if there's, like, someone out there that's, like, missing me, or I wonder where I came from, you know? And, like, if I could speak to my parents again, what would I tell them? Or just, like, something like that, you know? I just think it would have been quite interesting. But regardless, fantastic quest. Thought it was really great. Love the pacing, animation, fantastic. Music, spot on. I really like how light and upbeat and hearty it was, and it really gave me the vibes of playing like Kingdom Hearts. It's a comparison I make quite a bit in some of these games, but Kingdom Hearts, because I think for me, Kingdom Hearts is that game where I played growing up, where it was a game that was, like, full of hope and full of joy and stuff, but then it also had these, like, gut-wrenching, sad moments, and it just pulls me back to the way that game used to make me feel growing up. So as an adult, it's just like, oh, this, like, almost nostalgic vibe that I get for those feelings that I once had, you know? I hope that makes sense. I've waffled, sorry. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little playthrough today. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Plenty more Wuthering Waves content is on its way. I will definitely be doing more of the character quests very, very soon, especially if they are of that quality. I can't really wait. Hopefully there's no more sad ones, because I don't think I can lose any more water from my body. But if you did enjoy, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. We've also got a Discord and a Twitter, so if you want to check me out on any of those, please do. Let me know what you thought of this quest, which of the other ones is your favourite, and are you excited for a certain upcoming character? I am saving like crazy at the moment. I'm hoping I can get her, fingers crossed, but also I've got to get Zhangling Yao, so panic mode is ensuing. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I will catch you very, very soon. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.